You see the
They
one I
gonna get you.
you seen the one I sent to you today, where the young man got out of prison. His mother celebrated him getting out of prison.
Yeah.
I saw they check it out. What tell me about it?
Man, he was in prison and he came home. His mom, thank God he's home, and praising God and this, that, and the other. Got the neighbors had this big thing for him. A couple days later, or a day later, he killed her and his 15-year-old brother.
Damn.
Sick, that's
Damn.
all he know. He don't know no better. Or was he mad at him? He been mad at him the whole time?
It didn't.
They haven't went into it. Well, we have the big thing going on out here in California right now, and there's two in Mule Creek where Suge was at. They have the conjugal visits, right? And the
I
guys
saw.
that killed
Yeah.
two
Killed the woman,
times
right?
within this like happened 3 times within in the 2 times in a 3 month period
Yeah.
What
where they
happened?
just strangle, but they strangling women in there and killing these women in there on the conjugal visits.
What?
Yeah,
It stopped that.
Them jokers gay. They had-
something. People just
gay. You
hateful,
kill a
and
woman for she come there to please you. And what you after you didn't get yours, you gonna kill her? The
what,
pussy was that bad.
and then, you know what they gonna do? They gonna cut those programs out.
Yeah. You messing up for the guys that really want it.
Exactly. That's what I'm for.
But Rick, let me
They
ask
need
you
to.
this real quick.
They need to be the ones
I
got.
know you did some time. How do you feel? Did they had a party for you when you came home, or how do you feel coming back home? Did they have a party for you? And if so, how do you feel doing that celebration after you did your time?
Me?
Yeah.
When I came home, well, I was messed up. I got sick in the halfway house, so
That is right.
uh,
Yeah, that is right. That is right.
so I had a party like a week or two later after I came home from the hospital, which was like 8 or 9 months later. But
Yeah.
yeah. But I didn't have that pretty much experience because I got sick in the halfway house. Yeah.
Let me ask you this about Suge. I think you capping sometimes, man. You maybe you can answer this for me.
That nigga, I told y'all, I did. I said
He's
nigga
like whack
75%.
He's
So that
like
means
whack 100, man.
25%
They
of
be
the stuff
capping
he's
like a
saying is a
mofo
lie.
But you talking about your boy Trey, Tyrant Turner. He said, man, the man that had a relationship with Dre, Dr. Dre, Jamie Foxx, and Delonte from Jodeci.
Y'all never heard me speak on those? I spoke on those before, so.
I haven't heard that.
Yo.
And one of my biggest videos talking about Tyron and Jamie. Oh, first.
You know what's funny? I saw an episode of New York Undercover, and he was in prison with J.C. Williams, and the dude, he called the dude daddy. And then I seen this video with Suge saying that, Tyrant Turner.
Oh, he was in New York Undercover? Because he was at Menace to Society. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. They got on Hulu, man. I was watching that episode last week, man. I just saw that.
Yeah,
You might have quiet, so
he called me and I got a truce with him so I ain't gonna talk about too much, but
okay, I got you.
I put it out there before. I put it out there before about him.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know his captain Suge said Snoop involved with Tupac murder. He also said
that. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. I don't understand why he's going that route at all. I don't. It's a major hatred going on.
Is it because you got the record label?
Gotta be.
Got that goddamn record label, man. I ain't see nothing.
He don't own it, but I don't get it. I don't. Yeah. Suge know that ain't true. He knows no truth to that.
What's his issue with Vlad? I heard he go off on Vlad with a Ray J interview. I think he was upset.
Well,
Ray J
what happened was, and I did an interview with Vlad, and I told Vlad about it. Yeah. Vlad and I was me and Suge, we was communicating, and I was before he went over there to Art Channel, I was setting it up to deal with Suge over on Vlad because I don't fuck with Art no more. He's a faggot. But so I was taking him to the white boy, I guess, So I was taking him to Vlad. And but Vlad was dragging his feet. but then he spoke on it with Mano, and we felt like he was fishing to see if it was okay or what people would say.
Gotcha,
And
gotcha.
then Art stepped in and did what he did. And to be honest, even though Suge is lying up a bit, I still enjoy them. I
Yeah,
still enjoying what they're doing over there. Think
yeah,
they're doing great and doing good
yeah,
numbers. But the unfortunate thing is, when you tell a few lies, you don't know what's the truth and what's not the lie.
yeah,
Everything he said is not a lie,
yeah.
Right.
but it's a lot of lies mixed in there. I don't know if it's for dementia. I don't know if it's for entertainment or if it's just straight out trolling.
My question: if
Trolling them. Yeah.
Suge got out today, what would your relationship look like?
Me and him never have a hard word, a bad word to each other. We talk shit about each other behind our backs or throw jabs. Half the segments over there that he's doing right now, and he's throwing jabs at me. But I'm not a jab person. I got a title out right now of a video I did today where I call him the biggest rat in LA County. But the reason why I said that is
Yeah.
because the interview he did with Malik Lee, where if any of that's true, I'm not here to say it is or isn't. He's talking about he's blaming Snoop for being the actual shooter and not Malik. He's telling how Sharitha, his ex-wife, was cool with this DA. This DA investigator came and told him, "Hey, this is the guy that's telling on y'all, and this is what the guy's telling." And he's also, laying out some things that this DA investigator allegedly supposed to have done and said,
Mm.
and why? This is stuff that happened in the '90s. Why are we talking about it like that? Why are we putting that out? He always said he don't want to he can't testify or talk on the Keefy D thing to say whether it is or wasn't or isn't Keefy D. But he's telling on everything else. You've been a selective rat. Is what he's doing right now. That's just my opinion on it. Love him to
My man,
death. Love him like a brother.
yeah,
But I call a ball, a strike a strike. And I think that's because he's not understanding how he's coming across because he's listening to females and not his homeboys. And not
gotcha.
dudes are telling me, dog, you do you hear what you're saying? Because sometimes I say things and I'll be having to have my coattail pulled and be like, dog, did you hear what you just said? Why you say that like that? What you meant by that? But females look at things different than how we look at things. And I think that's what's going on with him right now.
I got two more questions to ask you. Your honest opinion. What was your honest opinion on the Kendrick Lamar performance at the Super Bowl?
I didn't understand it when I saw it, but after I see all the white folks breaking it down on Instagram and YouTube, because they don't, it was a genius. It was marketing. It was the Serena standing on the X on the PlayStation and all that. I didn't even realize that was a fucking remote until
You know
people
what?
start breaking it down.
I didn't realize it until you just said that, to be honest with you, man.
PlayStation remote. Her standing
Yeah.
on the X. Oh, you need to go and listen to people on Instagram break those man, it was too deep.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson and what he was saying and what those words meant that he was saying. It takes these people and so until people broke it down for me, it was just okay. So niggas dancing and stuff.
I
It
was
was
telling my
so many
wife. Yeah.
messages in there. Yeah.
I
It's
was
too
telling
deep.
my wife before the performance, I said, I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. So I said, you guys ain't gonna be entertained. I'm telling you, because he's not that type of artist.
Correct.
I knew what to expect. My wife was like, what is this? I said, I told you, he's not that type of artist. He's not a
Exactly.
dancer. He's not gonna do all that stuff. Y'all
Yeah.
not gonna be entertained. You're gonna have to think when you listen to him rap.
Right.
You're gonna have to think.
Yeah. And that's what you go and listen. Do me this favor. You go and have some people that's on here that send you on the way these people breaking it down.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you're gonna look at that a totally different. You're gonna be like, wow. They broke it down.
Hey
Wow.
guys, send me that link. Let me see, man. Let me check it out on Instagram. Send me some link. Let me break it down to Kendrick Lamar performance. I really want to see that because you just said something about a video game remote. I didn't even pay that no damn attention, man. I
That was a
started.
PlayStation remote.
Yeah.
The whole stage was built like a remote to the PlayStation.
And you're right now, since I'm visually thinking back too, and you're right. I can see it now.
Serena was standing on the remote on the key where it was an X or what? X woman.
Yeah. Damn. See?
Wow.
Damn.
Deep.
Too deep. I just want to watch football. I don't want to think.
Hey, don't have Kendrick then, like you told your wife. Don't have Kendrick then. Kendrick gonna make you think, boy. You know us brothers from Compton. You know we too smart.
Yeah. Yeah. Last question, man. And Craig, you can answer right after. You can ask one after me. But if Tupac was still alive, what you think he'd be doing now?
Politician.
That's what I think too.
Politician. Sometimes.
You think he'd be a president by now? I mean, hell, Trump president by now.
This is why I make everybody mad. Or in jail.
Yeah.
Because he was a wildcat. He was a firecracker.
I want to ask you, what was your relationship like with Pop, man?
It was professional.
Yeah.
The relationship with Suge and all of them, it was just professional. I have no private or me and him just hanging out or anything like that. No, it was always just work. It was like, Reg, where your guy at? Reg, I got to be at such location, or his assistant, Yasmin will call me and say, Pop got to be at the studio, or on set at 5 o'clock in the morning. Make sure a guard be here at such and such time. That was all my only dealings. Yeah.
That's what's up.
What's the deepest conversation you had with Pop? Like, what's one of y'all deep moments?
I don't know if I told this one on the story before, but we was at the Brotherhood Crusade with Danny Bakewell. This guy, an activist out here in California or LA area, and so what people were doing was it was a bunch of gay members at this location, and they were talking about how y'all need to do this and do that and do all of that, and he was like, yeah. He was like, well, the country is too big. We don't have that type of money and all of that resources and stuff. But what we need to do as rappers and people like that, what we need to do, and I swear, the NBA does it now, like their care program, where when we go and do a concert in your community, then we go in there and we take care, while we're there that week or whatever, the 3 days or whatever, we fix up a part. We do things in the community and stuff like that. And so when we come into your town to make money or, do something in your town, then we do things in that town, bring awareness to that area and stuff like that. I heard Whoopi Goldberg one time say, I don't have money to take care of the whole country and stuff like that. But I could take care of sections and do things in areas at a certain time.
Exactly.
And when he said that, and so I remember when I went to take this mother to Medallion, telling her about, because she asked me about a memory of Pac and all of that. And I told her, I said, yeah, man, I heard her tell these guys, people always coming at you for money and this and this. And he was like, we can't do that. We can't do this. But we can focus on the area that we in at the time. And she said he gets that from his Black Panther training. He said, because that's what the Black Panthers was all about. Take care of the community, take care of the section that you in when you're there. Focus on this area, then move on to the next one. And she contributed that to his Black Panther training. So that was one of the deepest things I heard from Pop.
That's what's up. Well, Reg, man, thank you for coming on the show. Guys, make sure you get his book off Amazon, Confession of a Label Boss, the Independent Artist Playbook. Again, you can get on Amazon. Reggie, shoot me your Cash App. I'm going to Cash App you the money with my address, and I want my signed autograph copy, brother.
I'll get it back to you.
Reggie, don't make me come to LA.
All right, I'll get you one too. I'll mail it to you, boy. Do y'all see each other? Or y'all Y'all like me and
Yeah, we see
James
each
or
other,
me and
man.
Wack,
Shit, we hang
whatever.
out. We hang out once a month, man. We go out and hang out. Me and a couple other fellas go grab something to eat, man. We hang out.
Okay.
So yeah, we see each other.
Okay. Well, I got y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, big dog. You be
Respect.
careful
Thanks
out
for
there, man.
having
Stay
me, and
safe.
appreciate y'all supporting your brother.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
All
Appreciate
right.
you, big dog.
Yes,
Take care,
sir.
bro. Peace.
Peace. All right. Be careful out there.
All right.